Welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-host,
S.
and of course the other.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, Chris is here. Yeah, wearing his Baltimore cap because we are from Baltimore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just for the record, we are from Baltimore.
We got to prove it now, apparently.
Apparently, we got questioned in one of our shorts that actually did pretty good. It got over 1,000. It was 1,500. It was nice. People seem to resonate that we wanted to colonize space. Surprising.
We didn't want to colonize space. We wanted to conquer space.
Same thing. You can't conquer without colonizing. That's how America was founded. What is the largest empire in history?
The British Empire?
What did they do?
I mean, we don't know what the largest empire is, honestly. That's just what the history books tells us.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What
are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What narrative?
Are you trying to say there might have been?
I would say the United States is the biggest one.
See, there you go.
Look,
like whose currency is used throughout the world?
Oh, who's top dog? Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Really
hold on. Didn't India just use rupees to purchase oil in the UAE?
So
that's a big deal.
Story, bro.
That's a big deal.
But
that's a big deal. It seems like India needs some freedom.
What is the world market what is the world market use though?
It is currently the dollar, but like with BRICS and stuff, they're trying to move past it.
Yeah, nah, BRICS is not gonna. There's no way, dude.
No, I mean, like they even got
the BRICS. Here's the problem with BRICS: is it is an economic partnership. It is not a military partnership.
And that's
the moment something happens, it's gonna collapse.
Yeah.
In on itself so quick.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, where are all them dollars at? I'm like, oh, we buried them right here.
Yeah.
Because we knew this was gonna happen.
Look, BRICS will be held together with the economic powerhouse that is Xi Jinping, China.
See, that's the thing. We have the military industrial complex that runs the world.
Look,
we have UFOs.
Look. Look, I don't think Raytheon, Northrop Grumman's gonna like go up to bat against all these BRIC countries, because that's like, you got South Africa, you got India, you got China, soon to be Nigeria.
Let me ask you something.
Russia.
Let me ask you something. All these countries around the world that you're naming, we're the ones that sell them the military things. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's not 100% true. I mean, Russia just launched the space probe for the moon. It crashed, but
just like their war in Ukraine, dude.
See, dude,
just right in on itself.
Look, man, look. President Putin, he knows what he's doing.
No, serious question. Do you think they launched that just to like, hopefully, if it was successful, it would divert attention?
100%. 100%.
And then it just like completely, they're like, oh shit, like,
look,
that backfired.
My whole thing about like that space probe was like, diversion or not, how could you not land that space probe? I mean, like the USSR, when it came to the space race, was on point. If you look at a lot of the space verses, it was mostly USSR. We landed on the moon. That was the first we did. But they had the first human, the first animal.
Hold on, did we land?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. They had the first probe in space.
Yeah, no,
they weren't the first rocket in space. That was the Nazis, but they had the first probe, Sputnik. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Putin thought of a brilliant idea and was like, hey, let's just launch this probe to the moon. Hopefully we can divert the Americans too. And then
I was watching it go down too. I was watching it. As soon as I heard like, oh, the trajectory is wonked, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's over. It's over. That's a wrap. I was like,
so
it's a wrap.
Did it come back to Earth or did it just float off into space?
No, it just crashed into the moon.
Crashed onto the moon.
Oh.
It's a crater right now.
Ooh.
It's a crater. I love the space race a whole lot. Is it a waste of money? Probably.
That's what they were trying to do.
But I feel like we have to do that.
They were trying to get us to waste our money. They're like, no.
No, we already waste money, and it's called SpaceX.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
I don't know. SpaceX seems pretty legit.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh, what's the most prolific thing SpaceX has done?
Hundreds of rocket launches and have a rocket that's reusable that they can use.
I know. They land the rocket. They land the rocket.
They've landed like once.
No, they land all the time. What are you talking
about? I've seen so many of their landed explosions.
No. That's the big one. That's not the one they use to fire satellites into the sky. The Raptor ones they've used over 100
Or
times.
the ones
I'm
that they
talking about the
send stuck to the
Falcons.
space station.
Oh,
Falcons,
that
they
was just
reuse all the
that was
time.
a PR for
Oh
the
my.
ISS. That was just a PR.
Are you talking about the Dragon capsule?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Dragon capsule.
How do you guys know
Dude,
so much
no.
about this?
The-
You
Space
guys
is
know the
fascinating and
names.
interesting, my guy. Space is the
The
final
one you're-
frontier.
No, you're thinking of the giant one that hasn't actually launched. The one they keep like, dude, they launch rockets all the time.
I don't trust SpaceX.
Dude, calm down. Elon Musk runs it, bro.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I don't
It's
even
like
think
trusting.
he runs it that much.
I don't think he does neither.
There's no way.
There's no
There's
way.
no way he runs it all that much. Elon Musk is a showman. All right, he's a hype man. That's what he is.
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
You kind of need some of those guys.
Yeah,
He
but
got
I'm-
it off the ground. Name one private company that is launching rockets and landing them and launching satellites into orbit.
And building
Name
cars.
one other one.
And
Okay,
creating
fine.
tunnels.
Those are two
NASA.
separate. NASA's not doing it. That's why SpaceX is doing it.
Look.
Yeah,
Ever
so what
since the
is
U-
NASA?
Ever since the
writes this
USSR
down.
fell, we don't
need
care
a
about the
government
moon.
contract.
Yeah.
Right.
That's basically what it is. It's
Ever since the USSR fell, we don't have an appetite for the space race. There's no space race. We won. It's over. Cold War is over.
what? First of all, Cold War is not over.
It's over.
It's never been
Have
over.
have you wondered why we haven't been onto the moon for what 50 years?
Aliens.
We have no rival. We
No.
don't have a when we became a unipolar world and we became the dominant dog, dude. We had no real wish to innovate
okay.
governmentally.
In all serious note, there is a reason why we don't go back to the moon. We just don't know that reason.
Is it from last episode when you talked about rock people on Mars? Is those rock people in the room with us?
There could be rock people on the moon. That's all I'm saying. Nobody
There's
knows.
Nazis, but that's about it.
What about these astronauts that been to the moon? What do they say about the moon?
They said it was great.
Boring, dude.
It's boring. It smells like sulfur up there.
Oh.
Except for the guy who said he saw aliens.
Thank you.
You gave him the opening he needed. Why would you do that?
Thank you.
Look, I won't lie. There is bags in these conspiracies. Like you've seen these. I've been watching a lot of these conspiracy channels just to like
Yeah,
get
I
a
know.
feel
Get
for
your
my
channel
for like the
going,
side
and you're like,
YouTube channel.
It's starting to like.
But,
you're
like,
starting to-
people- The thing is like people ask these questions and people feel compelled to like give their own answer to it. Increase engagement. Like these people make a lot of money, even though they don't have like millions upon millions of viewers.
Yeah.
But
They
they
don't need
make
to. They got a core. They got that core.
that
Yeah.
core dedicated
viewers,
audience,
man.
Yeah.
right?
And they'll watch anything.
Yeah. If you build your name up, man, and like, you have some type of respect with your name, or if you like make it to like some type of like title or something, whatever you say, pretty much people are gonna be like,
Oh yeah, because people like
Got
to
to build your
be
brand, baby.
yeah,
people
that's all
like
it
to
is.
be in the know, and when they're in
We
the
talk-
know,
Yeah, I know. We talk about this all the time. I'm in the know. I am the know. Whatever I say, that's what I'm saying.
You know, it's the whole like I know something you don't know.
exactly what it is. People love that
And you're
stuff.
not if you really want to be in, you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta buy this.
Yeah. You gotta buy this.
100%.
1999.
Buy into this.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
It's like QAnon, you gotta be in it.
God, I
Everyone
love
is eating
QAnon.
kids out there. Everyone you don't like
love
just so
QAnon.
happens to be eating kids.
Or maybe they just like pepperoni pizza.
yeah,
Wasn't that
with
the code?
Made of
Pizzagate.
adrenochrome.
Yes,
What is adrenochrome?
adrenochrome is something
my
that is
God.
produced
Don't even
by
tell him. He doesn't. If you gotta ask,
By
let's
the
go
adrenal
outside
glands?
dude.
it. Yes, it basically makes you young.
Okay, here's the
For
thing.
babies.
Here's
For
babies.
That's
Here's-
why they're killing babies.
That's why we love abortion.
No, here's the thing, right? Here's a crazy conspiracy, right? They used to say that Nazis would kidnap children and split their glands open and take the chemicals from the secreted glands so it would make them younger.
I can tell you 100% that is bullshit.
I don't know, man.
If it was German kids, they absolutely would not do that.
No, they wouldn't.
because
Why
because they made a
The
whole
Jew kids.
the Jew kids probably.
Or-
But they wouldn't do that to the Jew kids because they were seen as inferior. They would think infusing yourself with like Jewish blood to them would be like a detriment.
But here's the thing though. They have done studies where like you take an old rat and you give it young rat's blood.
You're talking about like stem cells.
No. I'm talking about blood.
This,
talking
this
about
is where the adrenochrome stuff comes in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And adrenochrome is just a new example of like blood libel.
But it's basically it's all the same stuff. Like the story has been around for so long.
It has been around forever.
It's not just QAnon, it's the Nazis and that guy on YouTube that takes his son's blood and he's
Oh yeah,
trying to live
that
forever.
one billionaire who's trying.
Yeah.
That dude's gonna die like
Oh.
within the decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude looks weird as hell, right?
He looks weird.
He does.
He looks weird.
He looks like Ken from Barbie.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
He's like, I've been de-aging. I'm like 18 now.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
Benjamin
bro,
Button.
look at- like that is body
but he's-
dysmorphia because we all see him. We all know what he
100%.
looks like.
He's like, dude, I take 111 pills a day to de-age. What? What? All this so you can just get hit by oncoming traffic? What?
Not even oncoming traffic. This dude will die from cancer. That's what's going to happen.
What are you drinking there, bud?
It's this beer that I won at this trivia thing when I was in Alabama.
He won it.
Hold on. What was the question that they asked you that you won?
No, so we after I graduated from my school down there, we went out. It was me and a buddy of mine, and we showed up on this bar and they were having music trivia.
Ooh.
So there was like 3 rounds. The first round was like they played the song, you had to name the song. The second round was name the band, and then the third round was
Year.
name the year it was
Ooh.
released.
Yeah.
And we got second place, and we got like 4 like really crafty, weird.
What was
beers.
the song?
Which one, man? It was like there was like 30 questions altogether. It was like 10
Oh.
songs in each.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm good at that stuff. I used to win trivia with those music questions all the time.
And I can't remember what the bar was called. It had something to do with a pig. And so our team name was Oink 182.
Yeah.
Blake 182,
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah.
And we were because there was a prize for like best name, and somehow we didn't win. I don't know, something about spaghetti won. So
What?
Spaghetti
I was
incident, Guns N' Roses.
no, I can't remember what the actual name. I do by the end of it. I was
Wait,
was pretty
tanked.
excited.
But I'm not
I
gonna.
had a drink in like 5 weeks. It was like it ended at 9:00. I was in bed by 9:15.
It's funny, man.
Oh my
I'm
God.
scrolling through Instagram and I see that group photo just pop up on my feed.
Oh
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
I'm just like, it can't be. And I'm just like looking up, like, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Looking strong, baby.
I was like,
Oh.
no way.
Oh, man. That's pretty cool, man.
I mean,
Oink 182. I would have been mad that you didn't win the name.
That's a good name, right?
That is a great name. I would have been like, who beat that name? Like I would have been like, this trivia is rigged.
It was kind of rigged. She kind of forgot to
See?
do it, and then she just like did it randomly at the end. She's like reading through the names real quick and just picked one.
She picked the
Probably
first
would've
one. She
Oink
picked-
182. I would probably pick like Pink Day instead of Green Day because of the pig.
Well, it obviously didn't matter
Yeah.
because the one that won had nothing to do with a pig.
It was just the name
All
of the
right,
bar.
so like I'm still mad about it. All right, like, let's just move on.
Dude,
It
I
hurts.
understand. I
It
know what it's like
hurts.
to lose on trivia. It feels bad, dude. It feels bad. Like when it comes to like music and history, I'm your guy. I always win those for some reason.
I missed those
Dude, I was
trivia
crushing.
nights.
I was crushing the music ones.
Dude, I was
I
crushing
believe it.
too.
the years were hard. I think we only got like 3 out of 10
Mhm.
Oh.
because it was the year it was released. It's not the year you like remember it. You
okay.
know what I
Right.
mean?
Well,
'Cause
name
it
one
would be
song.
like it would be like a year or two before it actually went like on a radio or something back then, especially like during the post grunge era. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was like
After
Creed,
Nirv-
Finger
yeah.
11.
This- all the songs were like 95 to like 2010 maybe. I
Oh
think.
man, I would have killed it.
No,
So,
that was a dark age.
it was
music,
like
dude.
it was like very nostalgic,
Yeah.
but also like I was always like 1 year off from the song.
Oh.
Because like I remember it and I was like, oh yeah, I was in like 8th grade.
yeah,
so
that's
I
how
know
I
this.
would have done it.
And it was like- And it was
wrong.
like the year before. I was like,
Dude, it's wild.
Did
Dude.
they do a Backstreet Boys one?
oh yeah, they had Britney Spears.
See,
and
I
the Backstreet
would have
Boys.
killed it.
Dude, I was at a bar like
Um,
a little like a mile away from here, and they were doing like nostalgic bands, right?
Yeah.
And they were just like, okay, whoever knows this song can win this Drake. And it
Oh.
was Savage Garden. I knew immediately.
Oh.
I was like,
yeah.
that was like my first CD I ever
I
heard.
need you to want you.
It was that song. I was just like, I already know. I was like, Savage Garden, baby.
Yeah, I used
Oh
to
my
love that
God.
song. Yeah.
yeah, you did. You guys had the CDs with their faces in black and white.
Yes, that was it, dude. It was dude. I don't know. There was like a viral song. It went viral like a week ago of
Yeah.
someone making fun of like Eurodance songs.
I don't know what
It was called Planet of Bass. It was from a comedian.
Mm.
And it was making fun of like Eurodance songs. So like, like Real McCoy, Eiffel 65. And all I did was just like,
I'm blue. Ah-ba-dee-ba,
And
exactly.
if I was green, I will die.
It was those, but like the whole time I'm sitting there, I was like, man, there was a point in my life where I thought this was the greatest genre of music of all time.
I know. Like,
Yeah. The early 2000s or late 90s are weird.
Dude, it
Really
was, man,
weird.
we had good songs. We had like Cascada. Come on, dude. It was great.
it was great.
Great
Times.
Daft Punk.
Mm.
Well, first of all, I still love Daft Punk.
I love Daft Punk's probably one of my top 5.
I never
Oh,
listened to 'em.
easily.
Never
They're
listened.
so good, man.
Yeah.
Their later stuff, they guys got better.
They
as they
did
went
just
on.
get better.
Yeah. Daft Punk's the ones with the helmets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like
DJs,
Random
right?
Access Memories is so good.
Mhm. Discovery, the
Oh.
whole album is good.
Oh, Discovery's so great. Yeah.
Should I like? Is that music you can lift to?
I used to
You
lift
can.
to it. My buddy thought I was crazy.
You can
But,
lift
like,
into
you-
harder, better, faster, stronger.
But I can like some of it kind of like I don't want to say like hypnotizes me, but like I just like kind of lose myself in it.
Oh, you
And I
zone
can just,
out.
like, yeah, just totally
Yeah.
and just lift.
Well, you've heard Daft Punk. Kanye's song "Stronger" is Daft Punk.
I used to lift to that song all the time.
Yeah, that's Daft Punk. That's where he sampled it from.
Yeah. Okay.
That was from the Discovery album. I used to
Mm.
listen to
Once
that
you
song
start
all the
listening-
time.
Yeah, you as soon as you start turning their songs on, you're like, oh shit, oh yeah, I know this song. I know this song.
It's
Oh,
good.
okay.
And they're easy to
okay.
remember, like around the world. It's just there you go. You know the whole lyrics.
Has anybody seen their faces before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They look like Savage Garden. They legit do.
I mean, they're just like they're like from Sweden, right?
French. They're French.
Are they French?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can't
Yeah, they're
listen
just
to
two
the
white
French.
guys.
Yeah, two.
That's
we
all
can't
it
listen
is.
to French.
If it's from French, the Euro dance was usually 2 white guys. If it's German, it's usually some white guy with like a black chick. That's
for
how it
him.
was for some reason.
Good for him.
Like,
German.
I think
Deutschland.
Eiffel 65, Blue, they were Italian.
Were they really?
Yeah, they were Italian.
Yeah.
They had that song, move your body, come on everybody. That one is still remixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of which, weren't you trying to break out in the music scene?
I did.
Yeah, you were trying to get your bags from there, right?
I was.
Yeah,
I learned a lot of lessons from that.
and you did nothing with it.
I decided to do nothing with it.
Why?
Because, you know what?
I know it's hard, but it's rewarding, dude. Who doesn't want to be a famous musician? Look at Taylor Swift, my wife.
But it's the people that come along with you that you have to that typically don't have your best interests.
So more money, more problems.
Basically,
Yeah, you feeling like Biggie?
all the time, man.
It was.
You know?
Look at him. He's just, he couldn't deal with the groupies anymore. With his
No.
100K hit on SoundCloud.
It's like I said, it's the people. It's like, so if you're trying to, so like what I did was like, I just wrote and then I started rapping and then I started recording,
Right.
and then you meet people along the way, and then people always want to use you.
Well, people are trying to get their own.
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah.
And if you have to latch on to somebody, they'll do it. It's a shameless system we live in.
That's what I'm saying. And then it comes to the point where like they were like, okay, I just want to manage you, or I just want to do this. They just want to be a part of
They
you.
want to be your manager.
Yeah,
Man,
they
that
just
is
wanna
the-
be-
That is the most leech thing to say.
That's what I'm
too.
saying. And
I just
it's
want to
like,
be your manager.
And then it gets to the point where it's like, I don't know how to explain it. The vibe was off, but I learned a lot of lessons.
I know, but you stopped.
Yeah, because
You could have been on that wave with like Juice World or like Post Malone. Post Malone did a remix of Return of the Mac.
did he? Yeah, I know I didn't like it. But I mean,
That's
like,
a song.
It's all right. We're doing
I
this
feel
now.
like you gotta in the music world, you gotta like be all in. You can't
Yeah,
be
you have to be all in.
1 foot in.
You
Yeah,
gotta
Like,
live
that's
that
gotta be,
life.
like, you gotta grind. Like there is no
Yeah.
day job. You can't have 40-hour a week job. You gotta be like
Yeah.
That's the same with like
grounded,
a lot of these side hustles, like even YouTube. You got to be
Yeah.
all
You
in.
have to be all in.
all in, dude.
You got to be all in. And here's like one guy that I used to make music with, he works at the library and he runs the studio.
hmm
So like he's working with music all the time,
Yeah,
you
all
know,
day, every day.
yeah, all day, every day. And like, me, I'm working like 40 hours, maybe at the time, like 50 hours or something. And like, I got sick, like, during this time where like,
COVID.
no, this was before COVID. This is when I was sick when like I couldn't eat certain foods. Like
Right.
this is when I was starting to figure out I can't eat certain foods and it was making me sick. So I was just sleeping like
Well, you got better,
10,
right?
12 hours a day. What?
You got better, right?
Oh yeah, way better. Oh yeah, way better.
But the thing is, you didn't continue it.
No, I didn't continue it because one the thing was too is like you said, you got to be all in. And like the discipline like that I had to be like somewhat decent was crazy. Like I would wake up, write 3 pages a day. 3 pages a day in a journal just about anything, right? This is a creative for a creative person to get out of writer's block.
Trust me, I know the feeling.
I would meditate to stay present all the time. And then like I would just write a song. Like you just write a song. You pick a beat, you just write a song just to get out of your system. If it's good, bad, doesn't matter. There's no judgment. You just have to do it. And then you would go to the studio and you would just write the song there.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's how it is. I mean, like I completely understand. Mine is not music,
Yeah.
but like with the YouTube and like podcast, I write a lot for it.
Yeah.
Like I write a lot of scripts and like I'm sure you guys probably don't remember, but like I still have like my aspirations to be an author.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I
know,
remember,
like
yeah.
I have like that whole fantasy world. Like I have 18 books.
Yeah. But the thing
18 books, dude, since 14.
But the thing is too, it's a lot easier if you have a routine, right? Where like because of my job, I was never able to have like a fully routine. Like I would start like one time here, start another
'Cause you
time
weren't
there
all in.
You weren't all in.
at my job.
You didn't. Yeah, no, you didn't quit your job to be all in on music.
No, I mean this is true.
That's what I'm saying.
This is
That's
true.
what
This
they
is
do,
true.
though.
Yeah, this is
Like,
true.
or they find a job that's around music so that they can stay in that scene.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's
You
how
were
it is
never-
with
you were
my.
never all in.
But I mean, like, it was literally. I only did it. One. Like, I only wrote music because it was therapeutic, and two because the guy that I was hanging out with, that's what he liked to do.
Right.
And so we would write music together, and then over time, just because in my nature I'm just more competitive than the majority of people, I just became so much more better. And then he was like, "Hey, let me just start managing you. You should link up with this person. You should start doing this person. Let me get you a beat, da da da, da," and stuff like that. Where he completely stopped writing music, and then he was just my music, and
Yeah, so he was
it wasn't just one person; it was multiple people that did that. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is getting annoying."
yeah, but that's the whole thing. You need a team.
Yeah, but the team was like,
A lot of like artists you hear now
yeah, they all have teams, and I
started
get
off
that.
very small like you, like Extension
Right,
or
I know that.
Juice World, 6ix9ine, Post Malone.
If I could go back time, I would definitely do it differently. I would definitely have probably you two more involved
No, I know.
because
But you can't think
need-
about missed opportunities.
Yeah,
You gotta if you get stuck on missed opportunities, then you weren't it. There's always opportunities out there. If you get stuck on the old ones, you can't be like, oh, the perfect time to start is now. That's it.
yeah, I know that, but that's why I'm not tripping about the music thing.
But you're not doing it.
It's an old opportunity. You just told me not to be stuck on an old opportunity.
I know, but it's just what I mean was just like, don't worry about being stuck on it. Just continue it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't say you missed it.
No,
There are a
there's
couple.
there's no passion there anymore.
No,
You
there's
don't
really no
care.
passion. I really
Like,
don't
you're done.
care.
You're
No.
done. You were never all in, like I said.
Look at this man. He looks like a rapper. Look at him.
No, that was
at
a
him.
very good one, actually.
I could see him as the next Tupac.
So good, he quit. was gonna get out when he was on top.
Hey, dude, my voice was angelic, bro. Only a certain amount of people could hear it.
The heavens opened when he.
You're like Jesus and Fergie.
Exactly.
I got it.
If they
Why
had
does
a
this sound
baby,
familiar?
if they had a baby, I was that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were Jesus and Fergie.
It's baby. That's right, dude. No, no. I mean, it's hard. It's just hard because you're right. The passion isn't there anymore. But I mean, like sometimes I do go downstairs and write and record, but I'm busy all the time. And I mean, like it's always a solid hit.
I mean, I hear you. All I do
I've-
is write scripts and I write chapters in my book.
Yeah, even to this day, people hit me up. They're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
can you put a verse on here?"
I know the feeling. I get
Yeah.
artists that hit me up. They're like, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
do you have any new characters that need to be sketched?"
yeah.
And I'm just like, "Yeah, I kind of do."
Yeah. So I mean, like, but you're right though. I do want to be more serious, but I'm starting to realize too is like,
You're trying to shift those energies to like King Scott, right?
yeah, I'm shifting that energy, but I still want to continue making music. But at the same time, it's like I'm starting to realize that I have to give up sleep.
You know how much sleep I have in a day?
I have no idea.
5.5.
Yeah.
5.5 hours.
Yeah. I mean, like today, I mean, like typically I go to bed at like 5 a.m. and then wake up at like,
Yeah, I know. You sent me those videos at like 4 a.m. I was like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
and then I wake up at 9. So I get like 4 hours of sleep and I'm just tired and dragging. But then like there's one day where I just completely crash.
Right. That's
But-
me on the weekends.
Yeah.
I die on the weekend.
But I'm starting to realize like I'm coming to the closure that it's okay to give up sleep.
I mean,
Because at first, because you know, like if you go and you read books and you do YouTube or whatever, they're like, yo, you gotta have 8 hours of sleep a night to be at the most
because they want your
optimal.
brain to be awake, you know?
But I'm starting to figure out, no, you don't. There is no balance. You know how people are like, there's no work-life balance. It's just work. You gotta just do it. I think the balance is like,
That's the society we kind of live in.
I know. You just have
You
to
can't
just
live for your
constantly
9 to
go,
5.
go, go. No, I know, but I mean, like, you have to constantly go. Like, there is no, like, take this and relax.
That's how it
and
is.
be
That's
balanced.
why we don't say holiday over here.
That's true.
There's no real holiday here.
Christmas.
You get your 2 weeks vacation, and
That's your
everyone else
holiday.
gets like what, a month?
Yeah.
It's wild. Look at Chris. He's just like, yeah, I've been over there. I know.
I get like 6.5 hours of sleep to 7 hours a night.
Well, you have
I love
kids.
sleep.
You said you love to sleep?
I love sleeping.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. I love it too. Well, how
Like,
about
I'll make sure I get sleep in though. Like I've been places where I've had to like not sleep for
Yeah.
like, days.
yeah.
So like when I'm home, I'm like, bro, I'm getting like almost 7 hours of sleep. I don't care what's gonna happen.
Do you like
I'll
naps?
go into work late.
Yeah. Do you like naps though?
I love naps,
Dude,
but I can't do them because I can't like I don't work at home. Or if I was working at home, bro,
that
I
would be
get
deadly.
kicked
That would
out.
be terrible. It would
I'd
be
be
terrible.
napping all day.
It would be terrible.
I don't understand naps. I feel like when I take a nap, I just wasted a day away.
So I'm not good at taking like short naps. When I take mini sleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like 3 hours.
See, that's like how it is. People are like, I take this 20-minute nap and I'm ready to go again. I'm like, how? I feel
How?
like shit.
How?
I've gotten close to like timing it where I'll like wake up after like 20-25 minutes. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
That was amazing.
But that's once every 45 naps. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Cause that's the thing. It's like they're like, oh, you gotta have 8 hours of sleep, and I mean, like, I'll be tired. Like if I sleep, if people let me like sleep, I'll sleep. But I mean, like, you
Not
just
me, man. There's just too much in my mind. I'm just like, I'm sleeping. It's in the midday. Like I'm a very time conscious person. Like, okay, I spent 8 hours at work,
yeah,
right? I only have 7 hours before I have to go to at least try to sleep again.
yeah.
What am I going to do? Make every hour count.
But I know, but you say that. Hold on, time out. You say that, and I mean, I can say that too. But do you really? Like, does
Do I
your
make
habits?
Do I
does
make
your,
really? Do
does
I
your
make every
habits
hour
really
count?
reflect that?
Look? Reddit and Twitter ain't gonna scroll itself.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying.
you got a doom scroller over here.
That's what I'm
Unfortunately,
saying.
yeah, I am a kind of a doom scroller.
Exactly.
It sucks. I just like finding things that give me that endorphin kick.
Yeah, I mean, like when I was writing music, like I didn't watch TV. I stayed off the internet. I was like very disciplined.
I don't watch TV either. I watch a lot of
This
YouTube.
is
Like
this is why I don't have like an Instagram. Is
Yeah,
because I would not be able to pull myself away.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and plus you
I
like
will not lie. Those Instagram reels, they're just
I can't
tempting.
do it. I can't do it.
yeah.
I've gotten trapped in them before, and I had to like.
Barry, take the phone.
Thank God,
Yeah.
like I
Oh
find
no, he's mad at me because I'm like, you see this one? Oh.
Dude, it's so hilarious.
I have like a legion of group chats where people just send videos.
Oh, I swear.
Dude, all
I
day.
swear, dude.
Like all day. They send
I
videos.
swear.
And I feel like a dick if I don't like look at them and be like, haha, this was
Oh
funny.
yeah, no, I don't look at them.
I don't. I just always just send the smiley face. when I
Uh,
watch it.
I don't even reply.
Bitches love smiley faces.
Oh my god. Yeah, you
Or you
can
can just throw a heart on there, like nobody knows.
I do that too. If I like there's a couple and I'm like really into work, I'll just be like, oh, heart, okay, whatever.
Aw,
I'll just double
yeah.
tap that, just like we're good to go. But like at the same time, like I'll just find myself like, aha, cat video. That's very cute. I
Yeah.
like cats.
Distracted. That's what I'm saying. You just but I mean like that's what it is. Like
Look, I have an excuse. I have ADHD.
it's not an excuse. What? That's not an excuse.
I have
Because you
ADHD.
said you're time conscious.
That's what I just said. But then I was like, does your
Yeah,
habits
it's because
reflect that?
ADHD makes you hyper focus. I hyper focus on time. It doesn't mean
So-
I don't
so
hyper.
here's what you do. All of a sudden, so you're I got 7 hours I gotta fill, and then you're like, oh shit, I only got 2 hours left after scrolling through video.
For 5 hours. Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
What are you
It
talking
sucks.
about?
Because
How about
like
this? Do you actually get work done, like 7 hours worth of work done every day?
Yeah.
I got 208 subscribers on my
He,
history
I mean,
channel.
like, no, there is.
I
That's
could
the
have done
thing.
more. The thing that makes me awake at night.
Exactly. You could have done more.
Oh my.
That's the question that keeps me up at night. Is that could
You
I have done more?
Yeah. When
I
you
have
look
done
in the
more?
mirror, when you look in the mirror at the end of the night, you're like, did I
You
give
can
it my all
still do
today?
more. But the thing is, you could still do more. It's not
Always.
over.
Yeah, it's not over.
That's pretty much what I was saying about the
Yeah.
the don't dwell on the old opportunity. Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, I get it. I get you.
Don't-
And
don't be time conscious about it.
I used to be very.
Look, I hate being time conscious.
No, it's a good thing, I think.
And that's one of the reasons why I've read so much philosophy, and it's just put me in like a doom scroller spiral.
Well, I mean, like technically, time is an illusion.
I mean,
You're always
everything
in the
ends
moment.
eventually.
It's a construct.
It's a construct.
It's a construct, but when
Yeah.
you read a lot of Descartes, Nietzsche, it kind of catches up to you.
What do they talk about?
Nietzsche is the father of nihilism. Nothing matters. You're gonna be forgotten anyway. Why are you trying?
That's
You're
not
gonna
true.
Die. Who cares?
Everybody
Dies.
dies, but I mean, like, there's people that we know for like 3,000 years.
Yeah,
there's
but-
like 8 of them.
yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna
Well-
be one of the 8?
Are you?
No.
So you're like, I'm just gonna give up now? No,
Look,
you got something to strive for. You
I
gotta
mean,
be.
like I said, like again, throwback to last episode where I said I would be chosen to be one of the pilots for the Gundams in the Gundam Wing.
I said
like,
that.
I-
What are you talking about?
I said that was me.
that.
I said that sucks for you, Chris. I will be chosen.
Hold on.
Look at him. He can't even. He's beside himself right now.
Time out. I was the one
I was
that
totally
said I'd be
watching
chosen.
episodes after that podcast too. I was just like, man, I forgot this shit went hard.
What Gundam?
It's so good.
Gundam Wing was great.
That's
dude.
what I know. That's
Gundam
what
Wing
I
is
said.
so good.
Hold on. If we rewind it back, I am pretty sure I said, listen, I would be one of the chosen
It
ones.
was me. I edited the episode. I saw
Oh.
it 3 times.
All right, look, we're going to enter in the clip right now from the last podcast of who said it first.
Yeah, I'll put it like black
right
and white,
here.
like blast from the past.
Dude, yeah, because it was me. I'm like, dude, because
Dude, I'm sorry. After that, I was watching that. I was watching Gundam Wing and like DBZ at the same time. I was like, oh my God, I forgot how great this shit was
I
back in the
thought
day.
you were time conscious and you didn't watch TV.
That's what happens, dude. I hyper focus on something. It doesn't matter what it is, but if a new shiny catches my interest, I hyper focus on
If
it.
something catches your
Like
gaze.
I watched Dragon Ball Z Super and then the old movies like Revenge of Cooler, dude.
Whoa,
It was
whoa, whoa.
crazy.
It's just Dragon Ball Super. It's not Dragon Ball Z Super. Get it right.
Okay, whatever,
Whoa.
dude. I saw the Broly movie. It was great, dude.
Dude, it is
Oh,
great.
Broly movie.
Oh my
dope.
God.
Fucking, dude, Broly
Oh
is
my
the goat,
God,
dude. Oh
dude,
my
he
God.
is.
It was fucking hard.
Oh my God.
No, okay. When we say Broly movie, which one? Do you mean the old one or the one that came out like 3 years
The
ago?
one that came out like 3 years ago.
Dude, I love how he joined the Zoo Fighters, dude. It's just like you can't win after that.
But
You can't
then,
win.
but the one that came out like years ago when they were fighting him, like he just appeared out of nowhere and like
Mhm.
they were like, oh, he's the enemy and
No, dude, I remember like
Will
when,
Smith DBZ movies are pretty good.
dude,
oh my god. I want to say it. Revenge of Cooler, dope ass soundtrack,
And
dude.
I
They
was
had
gonna
like
say, the
Drowning
music
Pool.
in there, and
They
the
had
music was-
Deftones.
oh
they
my
had Finger 11, dude. It was the most dope ass shit I've ever
dude, they
heard.
did
dude.
it right.
I'm
They
sorry,
did it
but
right.
like there's no movie
They
like
just-
DBZ will ever top that because it was just the soundtrack. Like when Goku turned Super Saiyan,
Oh my
for
God.
Deftones changes, dude, it was perfect. And he like let the bird fly after he revived it, dude. It was goat. It was fucking goat, dude.
oh my god.
This is why we all stand Goku, dude.
Oh. Oh my god.
He was just like he saw the bird die. He was just like he picked it up and he went Super Saiyan and he was just like,
But who do you
and it
like-
was alive again. I was just like,
But hold on though.
This
Who
is the
did you
man.
like the
Getting
best though?
chills. I'm getting chills.
Who did you like the best though? Did you like Goku or Vegeta?
Goku was the man, dude.
Goku was the man, but I
Like-
liked Vegeta too,
Wait,
man.
just in general, growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, Vegeta.
Vegeta,
Okay,
yeah,
growing
yeah.
up, yeah, Vegeta was awesome because he was like, in your face, the badass. But at the same time, like when you really think about it, when you really watch DBZ, Vegeta, who'd he beat? You know,
I know.
Who'd he beat? He
was second place
beat
the whole
like the
time.
second place Ginyu Force.
No. Up until he met Goku, he was beating everybody.
That is true. This
What are you
is true.
talking about?
This is true,
He was
actually.
taking over planets.
He was
Look,
taking over
look,
planets.
and then he got soft. That's what happened.
But
I
he was
don't.
a tiny guy and he had Nappa, and you're like, oh, who's in charge here?
Yeah.
It's the little guy.
It's the it is the little guy.
He's like, I'm cheated.
Dude, he's the Prince of all Saiyans. He had that
The
pride.
thing is, it's like the king died, so like, how is he still the prince?
Why
Why is he always giving himself
He was
second
never
place?
coordinated. He was
Yeah,
never coordinated.
come on now.
His planet
It's an
died.
official thing.
Come on now.
His planet died. Like,
And
okay,
he's like, and he was like there to remind Kakarot that he was a Saiyan.
Kakarot.
That
Okay,
our blood.
like
he
I
was like
said,
the blood of
when
a
you think about it,
Saiyan.
look, he beat the second place Ginyu Force. He beat the second place Majin Buu. When Cell was like imperfect, he was just like, here's the other android. I'll make you perfect. Got his ass beat. Had to get bailed out by a 13-year-old Gohan.
Yeah, but
First of all, hey, whoa. What about Majin Vegeta?
Oh, thank
Majin
you.
Vegeta was
Thank
dope.
you.
And then
He
he
w-
was like, and he took one for the team.
He did.
He took one for the team.
He did.
Yeah, but then who bailed out the world when Majin Buu went crazy? The goat Goku.
I mean, Goku was the GOAT, but still though,
Everybody
Vegeta
knows
was
it should have been Gohan.
Even like in Dragon Ball Super, like Vegeta wasn't out that great. You know who was great at the end? Goku and fucking Frieza.
Ew.
No, Frieza was awesome. Frieza, seeing Goku and Frieza team up was pretty fucking cool.
Ew.
No, it was cool, dude.
Ew.
So here's my issue with that: is if they would have just continued on like it was supposed to, that would have never happened.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was
See?
them just trying to get weird with it.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
look, it was the original creator's idea. To me, that's how it was supposed to be.
I don't know. But I mean, like, I was a huge fan of Broly. Like, he was like that unseen,
Broly,
the
dude.
unheard, like,
He was the
he
man.
was the legend.
Like when we had the game, the Dragon Ball Budokai,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, okay, I call Broly.
Or what about Trunks? Dude, when Trunks
Oh,
came out with a sword, bro.
Future Trunks. I was about to say Trunks was dope.
Yo, when he came with the sword.
Yeah, I know. It
he
was.
went Super Saiyan. You were like,
Oh my
"What?
god, who
There's
is
other
this
Super
guy?
Saiyans out
I know,
there?"
Who is this
Kid
guy?
us when he pulled out the sword, we're just like,
The thing is, the toys would come out before the episodes, right? So like you would get the toys and you're like, who is this guy? And then you gotta wait like a whole year for the episode to
Purple
come out.
hair.
Yeah, I know. You're like, what is this? It's like Future Trunks. Who is
me,
this
I'm just
guy?
like Trunks, and then they were just like, oh, he's the son of Vegeta, and we're just like,
what?
we're just like,
Mind
And
blown.
Bulma.
And Bulma?
What?
What? Oh, dude.
this is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. This is
But
the
what
most
a-
amazing thing.
But what about Piccolo's training outfit? Go.
Oh yeah,
Go-
yeah.
Wait, with Gohan. You
yeah.
mean Gohan.
Oh, we go.
Oh my
Go.
God.
That's what I'm saying. Like, goat.
I'm sorry.
That's
There,
the best.
That
There
was
was-
the best.
there was two mind blowing things that ever happened in DBZ, and it was Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time on Planet Namek.
Big.
That was bigger than 9/11.
Whoa.
Definitely a bigger explosion.
I'm sorry, but like Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time was bigger than 9/11. I will defend that. And then the second best was Gohan going Super Saiyan level 2 against Cell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
When he
yeah.
did the Kamehameha one arm.
Oh
yeah,
my
that
god, with
was
one arm.
that was amazing.
With one arm.
That was amazing.
Oh my god.
That was
It
amazing.
had Goku in the background.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
both of them, the
Oh
father-son Kamehameha.
It was
man.
crazy. It was crazy.
Great.
Someone made a meme about that after like the 2020 election. It was like Biden as Kid Gohan and like Obama behind him as Goku defeating Trump. It was so
You
good.
know what?
He was like, "Do it, go." He was like, "Do it, Biden. Do it. Finish him.
Do it, Joe.
Do it, Joe." And he's just like, "Yeah," with the one hand. It was great, dude.
I never got into Dragon Ball GT though.
It's okay. The original creator wasn't involved. You can forget
Oh,
it. It's
okay.
It had its moments, but it definitely went off in a weird direction. Although the Super Saiyan 4 at the time
I was gonna
pretty
say
dope.
that was the only good
Super
thing
Saiyan
was Super Saiyan level 4. That was dope as
I
hell,
know.
dude.
It was so cool, dude. With
Like-
the pink hair, the pink like fur and the black hair.
Yeah.
It was dope. They had like the black eyeliner too. It was cool as hell.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
cool as hell.
But
But that
yeah.
was like
Yeah,
the
it was
only
weird, though.
that was the only good thing about GT.
See, the thing is like I know like I would be a Saiyan and I would just run it up. Like I would be.
You would just run
Of
it up.
course,
Of course.
I mean,
just
how?
just like Jordan's a pilot of a Gundam. I get it. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's fine, dude. I mean, like if I was okay,
It's
I'll be humble here.
I
If
didn't
I
choose
if
it,
I
it chose
wasn't
me.
a Gundam wing pilot, I'd probably be like Zex or something.
what?
We can
Oh yeah,
agree on that.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, you look like Tall Geese's pilot.
I mean, I
Oh.
would survive the speed. I'd be like Miliardo Peacecraft. That was his name. That's still a cool ass last name though.
That is
Peacecraft.
Peacecraft. That is.
Whoa, no, Miliardo's a cool first name. What are you talking about?
Miliardo.
Miliardo Peace. I was looking up. I was just like, oh my god. I remember I was just like, okay, Gundam Wing opening, and I saw Hero doing this, and I was like, oh, nostalgia.
Yeah, it's so, and like I just like start like God, it brings you back. Wu Fei with Shenlong, come on, bro.
Oh, I know. I was just like thinking. I was like, yeah, man. You were always like duo.
Although you were Katra all day.
I don't care, dude. Like,
You love that guy.
if you remember, like Endless Waltz, his Gundam was fucking boss with that fucking poncho, dude.
yeah, but you
it
liked
was
him
cool as hell.
before Endless Waltz.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Look, I had to be somebody.
Yeah, you did.
Look, I had to be somebody. You already Scott took duo. You took Chang. Who else was there? Who else was left?
I thought Chris had Hero.
No way, dude. I was Shenlong.
No, he
all
was the
day,
Chinese kid.
Bro. Yeah, Wu Fei.
Wu Fei. That's
Yeah.
a cool name too, actually.
What?
Yeah,
Who
he
was,
was
Heavy
awesome.
Arms?
Heavy Arms was Trey. Not Trace.
Brendan.
I can't remember if Brendan was one or not.
Is it Trace? Is it?
No, Trey's is the bad guy. He was the
Oh,
one.
yeah,
He was
Trey.
the bad
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Trey's
Wait, who-
Kushranada.
God,
Kushranada, yeah.
how do you remember that?
I was watching this shit after the podcast last episode.
Who was Heavy Arms? What was his name?
I can't remember, but like
Oh, it's gonna eat at me. It's gonna eat at me.
Oh no,
I can't remember, but like all I remember was dude, yeah, it was like it was really good,
Such
and it
a
was
good show.
we liked it because it was like a political thriller, you know.
Yeah, it was. And I remember like when they made that TV show Zoids, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be like Gundam. No, not even close. I was
Gundam
disappointed.
Wing is what got me
Troa.
into Gundam and Troa. Yes.
These are
Troa.
cool.
Troa was
names.
interesting because he wasn't the original pilot; he just stole it.
How many episodes
he
of Gundam
stole it,
Wing
dude.
was there?
Like 50.
I think
49,
that's what makes Troa even cooler. That he stole it. There was somebody else chosen
Yeah,
for the
and he was
Gundam.
just like, "It's gonna be me." Yeah, I know. You gotta appreciate it. If you look at like these old like Toonami like animes that we watched,
Prime.
they weren't all that long.
Prime though. Yeah, like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Gundam had like a shit ton of different like spin-offs, like X Gundam or G Gundam or
Yeah.
Gundam Seed.
But
or,
there was that time in Toonami where it was just back to back hits, like just back to back to back.
because we were kids, dude. Remember like Zoids and shit?
Yeah, that's what I just said, and I was like, I watched it because it wasn't like Gundam Wing.
Come
I
on,
thought
dude.
it was. I thought
there
it
was-
would be.
Liger was cool. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
We had the
early Zoids was okay, but I feel like it went on too long. Like
Yeah.
if
They
it would have been
stretched
like
it.
Gundam Wing and it was like 50 episodes and done,
Yeah.
So I get
I
it.
probably would have enjoyed it more.
Dude, the thing about Toonami was that there was a thing for everybody. Like us, we had like Gundam Wing and DBZ, especially DBZ. There is no 90s kid that you can talk to that hasn't heard of DBZ. And for the girls, like,
I don't
my
even-
girlfriend Tegan, Sailor Moon fanatic.
Right.
Sailor Moon,
That's
yeah.
true.
Sailor
All the
Moon.
girls know Sailor Moon. We know DBZ. I'm thinking from the ages of like literally from 10 to like 40 years old, everybody knows what DBZ is.
Because
Everybody
it
knows
was
who
it was the
Goku is.
phenomenon. Like, if there was two things that really like shook the earth at the time, it was that and Pokemon.
Dude, we would
I was gonna
run.
say Pokemon was in the
Oh
background,
yeah.
like for sure.
Oh my God, Pokemon. I can't believe those cards are going for so much money, man. And we just, here you go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Painful.
Speaking of which, one of our aunts, Aunt Jerry, found a binder full of Pokemon cards that suspiciously looks like my handwriting is on the binder.
It probably is.
It says
She
PS.
seems to come across random stuff. all
Yeah,
the
how
time.
does she
I
keep
don't
getting
know.
everything? Yeah, why
I-
is she getting everything? How is she getting everything?
No idea.
No idea either. Either way, phenomenon. And that's one of the reasons why I want to be like a storyteller at the same time. Not only just for YouTube, but like on books. Because I want to create that legacy that people just remember as nostalgic as like DBZ or like Gundam Wing. Obviously, I'm not going to create anything like, those, but like a good close third would be nice.
Yeah, because let's think about this.
Good close third. Wow.
Yeah.
Just aiming for top 3. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm humble. What can
Yeah.
I say, dude?
I see that. I see that.
Humble
Very
as
humble.
fuck.
What would
You're not quite a Gundam guy. You're more of a tall geese guy. I get it. Yeah.
mobile suit?
Dude, let's be
Yeah.
real. If I
Mobile suit.
those that uniform with the mask, I'd look all right in it. I think I would look.
What was his name
alright.
again?
Zex Marquis.
Zex.
No, the other guy. The one with the
Leonardo Peacecraft.
Yo, cool. That is
That's
a cool name.
Peacecraft is a
That's the same
cool ass
person.
last name. I won't lie. It's a cool ass last name.
Peacecraft kind of sounds like a gun. Like I would
Peacecraft?
name my gun Peacecraft.
It's a. You know what? It's a name I have not
Or a sword.
heard any. It's a name I have not heard outside of Gundam Wing.
Yeah. Yeah. What if in like 1,000 years, right? In 1,000 years, we're in a new civilization and people are like, they're digging up and they're like in America and they dig up a book and it's like, oh, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I feel bad for them.
This is what they believed in.
This is what they believed in.
This
They're
is-
all like, "Oh my god, we gotta." It's like instead of El Dorado, it's Diagon Alley or something. That's what they're trying to find.
They're like,
it's mythical.
They're all sitting there, be like, "Oh, Wingardium Leviosa."
They're like their savior had a mark on his forehead.
Their savior, their Jesus.
Their savior used to ride on brooms catching squashes, whatever.
God, there'd be like stupid ass religions
Stitches.
about it too. Stupid ass religions going like, praise the Harry
There
Potter.
already are. What are you talking about?
All right, guys, time for the Chamber of
I mean,
Secrets.
or it could be Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
That would be
And
better
they
because
get to,
there's
like chapter 3, and they're like, "Damn, this is detailed. I got to put this down for a couple of years."
Yeah,
yeah. Until they picked up the Cimmerillion, they're just like, what the fuck
Oh my
happened?
God. Yeah, how do you pronounce these
These
names?
names I know. Like, okay, so we got Galadriel.
Is a struggle to read.
Struggle, dude.
I don't even know what that
They're
is.
like, there's Sauron, but there, of course, there is the above. There is the Morgoth.
And you're like, what? How do
And they
you
were
come
like-
up with these names?
I don't know. Ask J.R.R. Tolkien. As
He
actually,
did
It took me a long time to understand the difference between Sauron and Saruman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it did.
like when you're watching the movie, you're like, wait, who?
that is
Yeah,
so
because you're
funny.
like wondering the similarities, and you're just like, wait a minute, they're both like Maya, so like Sauron and Gandalf and Saruman, they're like the same thing.
I thought they were the same.
They're not like the Vanar. Morgoth is a Vanar.
Dude, the Silmarillion
It's wild.
is a struggle, dude.
It's a struggle.
It's a slog.
There's a lot of things like, there's a reason why they call it the third age, but there's a whole first and second age, dude. And there is just the same amount of lore as there is in Lord of the Rings and there is the first and second age. There's whole different eras, dude.
Yeah,
And all of them are wild in their own way.
that's cool.
Like Sauron used to just dress up as a wolf and just attack people. He was just cool with that.
My guy Legolas, though.
That guy.
That
I mean,
guy.
the crazy thing is though, is Tolkien like wrote the books so he could use Elvish because he wrote Elvish.
Yeah,
That's how he started doing it.
He
Mhm.
created
It's 'cause he-
Elvish.
he was a
Yeah, he created,
linguist
like, the
first and
language.
foremost.
Yeah, he wanted to like use this language, so he started writing stories utilizing Elvish, this language he created,
Mhm.
and that's what evolved into the Lord of the
Just
Rings.
create a language.
That's how Lord of the Rings started.
Linguists-
He started with the
Linguists do it all
language.
the time.
Huh? You said English?
Linguists do it all the time. Linguists.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how it started, dude. He created Elvish and then Lord of the Rings happened. Well, not really Lord of the Rings, but The Hobbit happened.
Yeah, and like it just kind of evolved out of it and became, and then he
Yeah,
started just writing.
that's pretty
I mean, he was
cool.
a writer too, right? Like a
Yeah,
lot of linguists are.
Yeah, and like, dude, he wrote much more than The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. There is a lot of stuff out there.
yeah. Is he still alive?
And he wrote, didn't he write a lot of it during like World War One?
Yeah,
Oh
Was it World
snap!
War One?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
like in the trenches. He
In
was
the
like writing
What?
Elvish. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Wow.
used to have those stories as a way to cope with all the things that were happening over in
Ah,
England.
yeah, I
But
believe
like
it.
a lot of the unreleased stuff that we see now are mostly from his son Christopher Tolkien.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
like the Silmarillion, Baron Luthien, stuff like
mm.
that. But
Yeah.
The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, that's 100% Jerry R. Tolkien.
I love the
Yeah.
movies. The war.
The rest of them are just like pulling from his journals and stuff, and they kind of like patch together, and he like fills it in.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
son does.
But there's like a lot of stuff in there. Like the elves weren't always great. Like if you listen to like the journeys of like
Yeah.
Feanor,
Yeah.
that dude was wild.
I believe it,
That
man.
dude was just like, I need your boats. I guess we just slaughter all of you until we can take it.
Jordan's about to start a freaking Lord of the Rings podcast over here.
I know.
Dude, my knowledge of Lord of the Rings is stupid. It is stupid and worthless.
I like the Hobbit movie. Like every time you saw the Hobbit, like I'm pretty sure like they had a fan because their hair was just blowing in the wind every
just
single
no,
scene.
you mean like for like an elf? They're just like
every single. They're like, get the fan. Where's the fan, boy?
hold on. Fucking Legolas is looking at something. Get the fan,
Get the fan.
and he's just like, "Death from Malkadil."
But it's pretty cool though because everybody like, you know, like I feel like those hit hard because we're
Well-
always
We'll never get another series like that.
yeah. But I mean like, it's the hero's journey. And like everybody's like stuck in a 9 to 5 boring type of life. Everybody has that craving for an adventure. And then like you see Lord of the Rings and they go on this adventure.
Well, the thing
Well,
is,
you know
Lord
what
of,
filled that though was Game of Thrones.
Oh, that I mean Game of
When
Thrones.
Game of Thrones came out, and it was
Yeah.
like the adult Lord of the Rings. Everybody was like, I can get into this.
Yeah. Jordan's not a fan of Game of Thrones.
I get it.
No,
Nah,
you don't
he's
like the
Um,
show?
crazy.
Why does everyone ask why I'm not? But I'm just not. I like Battle of the Bastards, and that was about it.
Oh, that was a good battle. But I mean, like, dude, you see all the characters grow, right? You see characters get killed. Like, they had no fear of killing
I mean-
anybody in there.
I get it.
Like when they killed Ned Stark at the end of the first season, you're like, what the?
You're like, I thought it was the main character.
How are they going to carry the sword?
To be honest, Boromir dies in everything he's ever in.
He does.
He died in Lord of the Rings. He died in Goldeneye. He died in everything he was in.
Traveling.
But
But
it was just wild. I remember because I'd never even heard of the books, and they killed him. I was like, what the fuck are they doing now?
I know.
I just remember everyone.
Who kills the main character? Who? Yeah.
Everyone knew I was like a Lord of the Rings fanatic, and that I was writing my own fantasy novels, and they're just like Game of Thrones, and I'm like, don't really care for it. And they're like,
Yeah. What don't?
Like, it
well,
was
have
the
you
greatest
have
thing
you
ever.
ever sat down and watched it?
I have sat down and watched it, and I could not get into it.
Well, I mean, like
I
how
was
many
watching Game of Thrones when I still lived in West Virginia.
how many episodes?
I watched the first season.
And you didn't like it?
Oh, just get when it hits it peaks up to the fourth season, and then it kind of starts like,
I didn't
but
like how it
like-
ended.
And then I watched the last season because everyone was mad about it, and I wanted to
no,
know
you
why.
can't do that.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
I was
fair.
happy about it. I
You
was
probably
just
liked it.
yes.
You're like, that was great.
I was, no, I was. I was just like, I hope everyone is pissed off. Everyone
Yeah.
can return to Tolkien now.
Well,
Yeah.
they shortened the season, which was dumb. They should have
Yeah.
done that. They should have just
Right.
made it like
They
forgot
rushed
about
it.
The only-
Dude, they rushed
did.
it.
The-
Oh my
The
god.
thing that got me the most about the last season was just like, okay, I remember back when I lived in fucking West Virginia, they were hyping up this Night King, and he just dies like that. Okay, whatever. That's great. That
Yeah,
makes me
it's just
fucking
like
smile.
that's all that happens is like, Jon Snow bangs his aunt.
Yep.
His aunt kills. Yeah, it's just like it. Then it's over. It's like what the
Yeah, and then-
fuck?
and then
And then
someone-
Bran on the throne. Give me a break.
He's already on the throne. That wheelchair is the throne.
Give me a break.
Yeah, dude, he's what is it? The Three-Eye Raven? Come on.
Yeah, he is a three-eyed raven.
Look-
Although I hear the books are wild and like way more detailed.
Yeah, 'cause it's a-
like Catherine Stark is like in it in like the whole series.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the mom,
Uh-huh.
she's like I don't remember what they call her, but she's like a spirit who can't sleep. She's kind of like a zombie.
Oh.
because, like, her life is,
Conjuring.
like, unfinished, and she, like, keeps kinda coming back and
Ooh.
does I don't know, it's, like, supposed to be
Well,
wild.
that's the same for any adaptation. That's even the same for Lord of the Rings, because like you don't remember seeing Tom Bombadil, do you?
Who's Tom Bombadil?
Well, he's not
Exactly.
Tom Bombadil's, like, not in any of it.
He's in Lord of the Rings in the books.
He he's just in it, like, a little bit, though.
He was the one
He's
person that
more
the
of, like,
ring had
a
no influence on.
0, yeah, and he
Zero
lived in his
influence.
own freaking world.
Yeah. That's one of the great mysteries of like Lord of the Rings was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who in the Lord of the Rings, whose ring was it?
It was Sauron's ring.
Mm.
Yeah,
It was 100% no question Sauron's ring.
And so,
one
like,
ring to rule them all.
Exactly.
oh, one ring to rule them
He made
all.
ma all you gotta do is watch the beginning of the movie,
I
and they
did.
tell you the whole
Yeah,
story.
that's 100% like in the
Oh.
books too. Like that it is
Yeah.
Sauron's ring undisputedly.
How did he make it? Magic?
He poured all his hatred and trickery in there. To be Sauron when you boil him down, he's kind of like Loki. He's just a mischief guy.
Mm.
He's a shapeshifter that causes chaos.
Mm.
He's not the god of evil. That's Morgoth, his master.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
after
Right.
Morgoth died, he filled the vacuum.
And then once Aragorn,
Well, he didn't die; he was banished.
once Aragorn came, he became king of all.
He was Alisar. He was the king of kings.
Ooh, king
He-
of kings.
He was the
Yeah, he's got a few names.
yeah.
But
He was
dude,
the last of the
Aragorn
Numenorians.
was that guy too, man. He was
Aragorn,
that
no,
guy.
100%.
Strider, baby.
Yeah,
Strider 100% was that guy.
he was that guy.
I got that sword still.
I
got the
know
Strider
you do.
sword.
I
Yeah,
remember it.
dude.
It's underneath my step statue. Maybe I'll have it hang it up next week.
He was that guy.
He was that guy. Like when it comes to like all the Lord of the Rings characters, Aragorn was the guy of guys.
Yeah.
He was the last of the Numenorians. He was Strider. He had the blood of Numenor. He was
He's the man of
raised by
men.
elves. He was the king of men. He was the uniter of the kingdoms.
He was raised by elves.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't go through it in the
That's why
movie.
he banged Arwen.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They didn't go through the movies, but he was raised at Rivendell.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
He was raised by like Elrond,
Yeah, Elrod raised him basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
and then he hooked up with his daughter, which is kind of weird.
Is that why they kicked him out? Is that why they?
weird?
they didn't kick him out. Aragorn left. He didn't want to
Oh.
be king. He could have gone to Gondor at any time and been like, "Yo, I am the successor," and it would have been
So,
okay. But he
but-
just didn't want to be.
Were they just looking out for him because like his dad died or something?
No, well, his dad did die, but his mom went to Rivendell. Aragorn originally was from a second kingdom of man, not Gondor, but another one. It was like Eriador or something like that.
Mm.
And that kingdom fell after the Witch King campaign. And so the family went to Rivendell seeking protection,
Yeah, he was almost like an exile, pretty much.
Okay.
pretty much. Like all that kingdom fell, and a lot of the Numenorians became sparse, and they became like the Rangers.
Okay. Dude, I like movies like that. Like when somebody gets exiled, like as a kid or whatever, and then they grow up and then they come back and reclaim the throne. Like, this is my throne.
Dude, all of it was like Aragorn's people, dude. They used to be Atlantis.
Yeah.
They were like Atlantis in Lord of the Rings. They had their own island that
Yeah.
was advanced. It was called Numenor, and it was like the greatest kingdom on earth
Then how did it fall? Which?
because they decided to go against the gods.
Oh yeah,
They were
Atlantis.
corrupted
Always
by
happens.
Always.
they were corrupted by
always.
Sauron, who was just like, you guys, those gods are in their own lands, the Undying Lands. They don't let you
Yeah.
go there.
Mm.
The elves are immortal. You're not immortal. Isn't that fucked up?
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, that is.
That's pretty much what happened. They were just like,
Hey.
oh, okay. And
Good
so
luck
they,
going to the Grey Havens.
that's exactly what happened. They decided to go to the Grey Havens, and then the gods were just like, fuck this place, and then sunk it.
Oh man, I like that. It's probably based off a true story.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. Yeah. But Sauron was just like, man, it's pretty fucked up. You guys should be gods, right? You guys are great.
Yeah.
And then it gets weird because you find out Aragorn is technically a descendant of Elrond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Elrond's
Gets
brother
really-
was, huh?
I say it gets a little weird, a little
Yeah.
dicey.
Because like Elrond is his nickname is half elven.
Hold on. So both of you guys read the books?
It's in the Silmarillion.
Yeah.
Oh, the book Silmarillion.
Elrond is half elven because he's not full elven. He's half human, half elf. And you get to choose if you rather be human or elf. Elrond elf. His brother chose human, and he became the first king of Numenor, and that's where Aragorn descends from.
So it was his brother's son.
Yeah, it was his
Oh.
brother's great 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 grandson.
Like one of his heirs. Yeah.
And because Elrond lives forever, and his brother died.
His brother does not.
But his bloodline.
His
kept.
brother had the gift of death. It is a gift.
Oh, it's a yeah. I know. I always say that all the time. I'm like, you don't want to
And
live
then,
forever.
and then
Well-
Aragorn hooks up with Elrond's daughter. It's a little weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, because that's basically his cousin.
In a
Yeah.
in a way, yeah. I mean, like he's like like 365th Elrond.
Do you
but
think?
okay.
Do you think Game of Thrones stole that?
Game of Thrones absolutely took? Look, Lord of the Rings is the granddaddy of all fantasy. It is all of fantasy you know and love comes from Lord of the Rings.
I thought Star Wars.
Everything. Star Wars is its own thing. But like if you
Star
medieval
Wars comes from the Bible.
Yeah,
and samurai,
Bible and samurai mixed together equals Star Wars.
as George Lucas says, everything history it rhymes. And that's why I thought, Jar Jar Binks would be a really good addition.
Everything in
That
history.
poor guy.
Everything in history does.
I don't care. I think George Lucas is one of the greatest humans of all time. I love George Lucas.
But it wasn't Game of Thrones was kind of based on like War of the Roses though too. Like
Oh,
it has
yeah.
some like historical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based on like I mean that's why they're all white pretty much.
Well, they were just going for heads. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, it's like it's supposed to be like based in like like
Okay.
that time.
Is that why?
Medieval Britain.
Because in the new one, it was just so. The new Game of Thrones was just so awful.
Look, Game of
Oh, House
Thrones.
of Dragons.
That was so bad. It
It's
was.
not like real. It's not based on anything.
Well, no, it is.
Really.
They made it very PC.
It is. He made like the whole lore is straight from George R.R. Martin.
I don't know, man.
Like, of course, they
Yeah, but-
embellished it to like stretch out the show, but like it all comes from George R.R. Martin. And like, if you want to see something bad, look at like how the Targaryens
last
took.
season.
Huh?
Yeah, the last
Just
season.
the last season.
No, I mean like straight from the author. Look at how George R.R. Martin wrote the campaign of the Targaryens to take over whatever that fucking world is.
Which
like,
world?
What's the land they live in?
Oh yeah.
Westeros?
Yeah, no, the other one where the dragons are from.
No, Westeros. Like
oh,
Is
like-
it Valeria or Westeros? Which one? are we talking about
Westeros.
here?
I'm talking
Okay.
about Westeros. Like his campaign of how the Targaryens took over Westeros and became the king and stuff, it was just a one-sided thing. It was boring. It was just like,
Well, they had
okay,
dragon.
yeah. It was all
You
like,
can't beat dragon.
here was the third battle of this one, and then the dragon showed up. And then here's the fourth battle of this place, and then the dragon showed up. And then there's the one battle of this one,
and
and
then
the dragon showed. That's
up.
pretty much how the whole campaign was.
But then the dragons got extinct.
Before they took over everyone and just destroyed everything.
I mean, that's how powerful dragons were.
look,
You know.
Yeah.
look. I didn't mind the House of Dragons too much.
You watched it?
I watched the first half of it
How are you gonna watch the House of Dragons?
because I decided to give Game of Thrones a second chance.
And you picked the wrong one to watch.
What?
You picked the wrong one to watch.
Look, I like Matt Smith. I've seen Doctor Who. I thought, it
Oh,
might be
yeah.
interesting. And then he was like, trying to fuck his knees, and it was so weird. And I was just like, what am I watching?
That's standard. That's Game of
yeah,
Thrones.
yeah, that's
I-
Game of
A lot of
Thrones.
incest.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the same for like, ancient history, like in Rome and medieval history. They were always doing that shit, and it was just weird.
That's what it's based off.
you
of.
got to keep the bloodline pure.
I get
The
it.
Habsburgs.
Is that the
Yeah.
ones with the chin?
Yeah. Jaw. What's the Habsburg,
The Habsburg jaw. Yeah, that's the Habsburg jaw. That's why they had that's why Spain fell the way it did. Pretty
That's
sad.
crazy.
Yeah.
How did we get here? I don't even remember what
We were talking
what
about.
brought us.
I have a lot of things to clip for the shorts right now.
We
You
have-
no
we were talking
idea.
about
You have
Gundam
no
Wing.
idea. I have a lot.
Gundam Wing, Game of Thrones.
And we all know. I was like, "Yo, I
Indeed.
was
Lord
chosen
of the
before you said anything."
Dude,
I think I brought up Gundam Wing the last podcast.
I would totally be Hiro Yui. I'm sorry. It's just how it would be.
Well,
I don't know.
I'd want to go to private school so I could jump off a cliff.
No,
Is that what he did?
no. First off, I would get invited by the royalty of that school and be like,
Relina Peacecraft.
yeah, and then I'll tear it up
Ooh.
and be like, I'll kill you.
Oh,
And then of course you'd be like, fuck it.
oh,
Shit.
Like, damn.
I like this
He's like-
guy. Who is
Everyone
this
likes a
guy?
little danger.
A
Yeah.
little danger. A little danger.
No, it's Hello Danger.
Hello.
If you
Hello.
watch all of Into the Spider-Verse,
Oh yeah, dude, it's so hard.
That's a good movie.
I
thank
know.
you, thank you. I've been telling him to watch
I
that shit.
know.
Like when it comes
That's
to
so
Spider-Man
good.
movies, it is top
It's one of the
3.
best.
Is one of the best. It's so good, dude.
Bro, I know. I just I don't have any time to sit down
I feel
and
like we
watch
talked
it.
about this before.
We did. We did.
Yeah,
We did.
We didn't. You weren't here, but we talked about it.
Oh, that means Chris was listening. Shout out to Chris.
maybe. I don't remember. I just remember.
Like into
Was I
the
not here?
I don't
like
know,
when it comes to
I feel like
Marvel
we talked
super
about it one time.
see, I
Maybe.
think so.
when it comes to Marvel superheroes, Spider-Man is my number 1.
I can't.
Spider-Man
yeah,
is the greatest.
We did talk about this because I'm like, dude, I can't do superhero movies.
What are you talking about?
My favorite superhero movie is John Wick.
That's not even a superhero. That's just Keanu Reeves.
Well, if I'm going to go favorite superhero movie, it's Dark Knight,
See?
hands down.
Okay.
Oh, that is true. That,
Going back,
mean,
I
that
was going to
is
say that
true.
there was only like 3 once in a lifetime trilogies, and that's Star Wars, that is Lord of the Rings, and I was going to say the Dark Knight
I
trilogy.
mean, dude. I mean, that's unbeatable.
It's so good.
Yeah, that was unbeatable. Dark Knight. That's not even like really a super. Like it's Batman, but it's like, is it really a superhero
it's
movie?
grounded Batman.
It changed the way superhero movies were made.
Yeah.
Like, Batman Begins.
Oh my God.
changed the world.
How many times did we watch that in theater?
We watched, I think only once.
I'm pretty sure
we went and saw the Dark Knight at midnight.
Yeah,
I'm
we saw
pretty
the Dark Knight.
Dude, it was so
like
good.
the midnight premiere, because we were all just like, Heath Ledger, we'll see how it is. And then at the end of the movie, we're just like, wow, that was incredible.
It
It was amazing.
Even the third one with Bane, I was like, oh my God.
I saw the Bane one.
People were like unsure about that, but dude,
But
Tom Hardy crushed it.
yeah, he did.
Tom Hardy was cool.
Yeah, he did.
Tom Hardy was cool.
When the third one came out, everybody was dressed as Bane for Halloween.
Oh, people were still dressed as Joker. Let's be honest.
That's true too. I mean, that whole
like Heath Ledger's Joker has become timeless.
But I mean, like, if you
Seeing Heinz Ward fall into that pit,
beautiful,
perfect.
that stupid smile.
Yeah, when they
Steelers
blew up
team.
Steelers Stadium, let's
Yep.
go.
But if you put the Dark Knight against any other superhero movie, it's different levels.
When it comes to like superhero movies, Dark Knight is easily top 1. It is number 1. It is the greatest superhero.
But then, what
movie
would
of
be
all
number
time.
2? What would be number 2?
Probably one of the Avengers.
I can't do Superman. I can't do
Did
the
you not
Avengers.
see Man of Steel?
No.
I loved Man of Steel.
Man of
No.
Steel was actually pretty good.
Like I would say
Also, Christopher Nolan.
Oh, wow, okay. But
I would say,
no
like,
for me.
You remember Let's Go to Prison, right?
Yeah.
Leonard.
I know.
He killed his dad with hammer.
Leonard is in
Like-
all movies. This guy is in like every movie.
I would say this, dude. He played an amazing General Zod.
Dude, hold on.
He was
Yeah,
great. He was terrifying. He was a good Kryptonian.
He's an underrated actor because he's in a lot of movies.
So good.
Dude,
Man
him
of
as
Steel's
General
actually really good.
Really?
him as General Zod was awesome. He was great.
I
Like
just-
when even in the beginning when he was like telling like Superman's mom that he will find her son, it was fucking awesome.
Nah,
dude.
dude, I can't get.
And,
I
like,
can't get into that.
When they were all getting like
Aquaman.
frozen up, like he didn't even flinch. This dude was a badass.
Nah, dude. Nah,
You,
it's a
you
no for
never saw
me.
Man of Steel.
Nope.
Like how Superman's
It's worth
foster
it.
it's pretty good. Like how his foster father died was stupid as hell, but like Zod was like definitely worth it to see it.
I think the movie that I saw was called Blackburn, where it was like the Superman.
Okay, I heard Blackburn on the radio and everyone was like hyping it up on like the radio DJs were hyping it up and that made me not want to see it.
Yeah, I mean it was when the boy came down. He was like an alien and he grew up and he had like
Yeah, and
Superman powers, but he turned out to
Yeah.
be evil. I seen that.
I think I saw that on Netflix or something.
Yeah. But I mean like I liked Iron Man 1. All the other Iron Mans weren't that good.
Yeah, I remember you guys saw Iron Man without me and then you came back going like, "Man, Iron Man. Oh my god, it was so good. Iron Man.
I think-
I am Iron Man.
Well, when
Ozzy
you-
Osbourne.
when
Hell,
you-
fuck yeah."
When you watch a movie, you're like, I mean, most movies are good, so you're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's good. Will I watch it again? Probably not. But here's the thing. all the superhero movies, I just can't. You just can't get into it. It's
Did you ever see the Avengers?
no,
The first one?
no.
You never saw it?
I haven't seen Galaxy of the Guardians.
Galaxy of the
Guardians
Guardians,
of-
huh?
I haven't seen the Avengers. I haven't seen Aquaman. I haven't
Who
seen.
cares?
Oh, Aquaman not that good.
I haven't
Dude.
seen the Flash.
Primarily, most of the like DC movies.
I don't even know the difference between
You don't
DC
need
and
to see-
Marvel.
You know the most disappointing movie was Black Adam.
Really?
Oh, he liked Black
No.
Adam.
I
He
like
liked
Black Adam. Hold on, I like Black. I
Adam.
forgot about Black Adam.
Hold on,
I
hold on.
like Black Adam.
Why was it disappointing?
Dude, it was so choppy. There was no story. It just like happened, and then dude, we didn't even finish it at first. It took me
What?
like 2. It was so boring. I almost fell asleep.
How was
I was
this?
so disappointed.
How was it so boring?
Nothing was happening. There was no story.
Dude, he was the savior of the slave people.
Yeah, in the beginning, in the first 2 minutes, and then what happened?
You know,
the
honestly,
story the backstory was like they kept doing like this is what happened. Okay, no, this is what happened. Okay, no, this is what happened.
and
No,
then this is what really happened.
It could have been so good. I had such high hopes,
Aw,
and I was so let down.
aw, I'm sorry,
So let
Chris. Aw.
Yeah, me too, man. I wasted fucking like 2 hours on it.
You know, I watched Black Adam when it went on to HBO Max. And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And you know what? There was like some scenes that were like okay, but like the whole time, The Rock is just like
That's what I
brooding.
watched. I watched it on HBO Max. And I
Yeah.
was just like, I'm just
Yeah.
It was so cut up.
Uh-huh.
It was like it should have been another hour. Like there was
Yeah.
I don't know.
I never heard of Black Adam until the movie came out.
It was really cut up. Like I think like Pierce Brosnan's character was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. I said when I get old, I want to be like him in that movie. He was
Like,
just.
he was cool. Everyone else was kind of lame, I guess.
Did you not see Pierce? I feel like everybody
Oh, no, I
wants to be
saw,
like.
I saw the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, actually.
Like
And,
Pierce, yeah, his character was cool, but like when it came to like superhero movies, I say like Avengers.
No,
I would say Into the Spider-Verse, absolutely.
I'm about to
Oh,
watch
it is
that.
right, so good.
I'm gonna watch that.
So good, dude. You have no
Dude,
idea.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is one of my favorite movies.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is great.
I have never seen it.
Especially like if you like classic soundtracks. It's
Oh, the
awesome.
soundtrack is
Is fire.
awesome.
Oh
It's
my
fire.
god! Yeah. Okay.
It's I can't hear the opening song without like thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
what was the
When he's
opening
like
song?
when he's like walking in through, he's like, what is it? It's do, 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 do,
Dude.
I
Bum,
gotta
bum,
think
bum, 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 bum. Hey,
Oh.
hey. What?
What's the matter with you? You
Oh.
can't like
Go
I
and
just-
get
I'm
your
always
love. That song.
yeah,
Come get your
Come
love,
Get Your
yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
And dude, I cannot. I hear that song immediately. I just think of
It's good.
Star-Lord walking through in the beginning, going to go steal the first cube or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
it's so good.
Even the second one was pretty good with Patrick Swayze. Was it Patrick Swayze? No, it was
Isn't he dead?
Escape from L.A. Kurt something.
Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah,
Kurt Russell. Yeah.
yeah.
Even that
Yeah,
was pretty
Ego.
good. They
He
started
was
off with
Ego,
like
yeah.
ELLO, Mr.
Yeah,
Blue Sky. That
ELO.
was a good song.
Yeah. The soundtrack and all honestly, even in the third one. I don't know if you saw the third one yet.
I have not. I have to though.
It's pretty good. I like because it's based around Rocket, so it's kind of interesting. It's a different kind of take, but like I think the movie's go in order personally. It's 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
third
yeah.
one's still worth seeing.
Yeah.
The third one's still worth seeing.
When it comes to like Marvel movies, the Guardians are actually surprisingly like the bright spot.
Okay. What new movie?
Yeah.
What new superhero? Because they come out with superhero movies
When it comes to
all the
like other
time.
superhero movies, dude, let's say like if you do, let's say anything past Endgame, it's not really
Yeah.
worth it. It's not really worth it.
I haven't even seen them all, man. I can't keep up with them. I don't have.
Dude,
I don't
there's
got
too
that kind of
many.
time.
Yeah, exactly. ain't
I
got
saw
that
them
time.
all. Then as soon as Endgame happened, I was done. That was it. I followed enough.
I haven't even seen
Yeah.
the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
That's pretty good.
It was all right. It's not
Not
the.
bad.
He's not really a Spider-Man that you would recognize.
Yeah, he's a Spider Boy.
The last one is actually pretty interesting with all 3 Spider-Man in there.
Yes, I saw that.
It's
one.
actually
Yes.
pretty good.
They had
Yeah,
all
it's
the
actually pretty
they
good.
had all of them, dude. They had the first Spider-Man. They had Andrew Garfield. They had
Yep.
Your guys is Tobey Maguire.
yeah.
Your guys is
they had
taste
Tobey
in music.
Maguire in it, dude. It was good. It was good, dude. Like
It kind of ties it up a little bit, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's
The
good.
timeline jumps.
No, they had the original Dr. Ock, the post from Spider-Man 2. They had
Yeah,
William
Doc
Dafoe
Ock,
in it.
yeah.
I can't.
It
I
was good,
can't.
dude.
I can't.
It's good.
I
But then they
can't.
also got like freaking Jamie Foxx's
Yeah,
what's
Electro.
his name? Yeah, Electro.
Oh, that is not for
That's
me,
not his
man.
best acting creds.
Look, it was
Hey,
cool.
Jamie
Look,
Foxx
I
is-
don't know.
Jamie
It
When you
Foxx
was
is
it
a
was
saw
a
hard time.
paycheck movie. That was a
Look,
paycheck movie.
Yeah.
all
when
day.
you saw them all suit up and they were all there, I was just like,
No, who even came up with that idea? That's a terrible idea.
you don't understand,
Well,
dude. Spider-Man's my
We're in a
favorite
multiverse
superhero of all
together.
time. Spider-Man that's my guy.
Also, like they start to look at like, oh, wait a minute. You can actually shoot webs from your body. I have to create a thing.
Right. There was just like, so how do you
And
do it?
so
He's
they-
like,
they-
it just
Yeah.
I just
it
make it.
happens.
It just
Yeah.
happens. They
It's
were like,
good.
yeah, they were like telling Tobey Maguire Spider-Man there. He's just like, just make it, you know.
Not a fan
Like
of
your
Tobey
body makes-
Maguire. I thought Tobey
Dude,
Maguire was
first
a
of all-
terrible Spider-Man.
He was a great
He
Spider-Man.
was he was great.
He was a great Peter Parker.
Yeah.
'Cause he's like kind of a uber nerd looking
Yeah.
dude.
It's
Mm.
pizza time.
Like get rid of Spider-Man 3. The first two Spider-Man were
Yeah.
pretty good movies.
Yeah, forget about Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man 2, yeah, definitely a great movie, especially like after he stopped the subway from crashing and everyone was just like, we'll keep your secret and stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
that was
And he's
totally
like,
a good
hold on.
movie.
He's like, "Ugh."
It was a good movie. Spider-Man at its core is just a kid, who has a lot of responsibilities, a lot of like hopes and dreams that's just got
Yeah.
blindsided by being a superhero and he's trying to balance it both,
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah,
Did
he's
you learn
supposed
anything
to-
from Uncle Ben? You idiot.
Yeah, Spider-Man is like the most
Mm.
relatable superhero.
You know what? That is like the most quoted thing of all time, and it just it's quoted from that movie.
It's Spider. Well, in the new one, the latest Spider-Man, they say it. They're just like, with great comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Like it's like an enlightenment. Like it's kind of cheesy, but
They all,
no.
yeah, they've all
But
heard
like
a
think
version
about
of
it, right? He's got this power. He goes and fights this guy. He could have stopped this guy, and then his uncle dies. Like
Yeah, you remember from the
Pretty-
first Spider-Man when he's just like
Yeah.
lets the guy
Pretty
through
wild.
because he got stiffed
Yeah.
on that payment.
I have.
And
You
he
know
got
what though?
killed.
I just have zero interest in superhero
This
X-Men.
man, he's not a man of culture. He doesn't like.
It's not
art.
for me. It's just not for me. It's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah,
But you'll
what
watch Dark Knight again, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
watch Dark
I mean,
Knight
like,
again.
of course.
But that's what I was saying about Man of Steel. Is it's Christopher Nolan trying to ground Superman in reality.
Oh,
It's really good.
A similar feel to Batman. Like Batman
Okay, yeah.
Like you'll
Okay.
like if you watch it, you'll like
Okay.
General Zod.
Okay,
He was fucking
You'll,
awesome.
you'll also wonder why they didn't like do a better job, like make a trilogy like that. But I don't think Nolan did. The
He
next
just did the
movies,
one
right?
movie.
It was just Snyder. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Zack Snyder was really the like architect of the whole DCU at that time. But,
See,
like,
yeah, I'm not.
Man of Steel, if you got over like how his foster dad died, which was incredibly stupid,
It was pretty dumb.
the whole movie was actually pretty good.
Pretty
Like they had, Russell Crowe in it, Gladiator, they had Zod. It was a really good cast.
What's the quote from Gladiator, Chris?
Which quote?
You know the quote.
I am Marcus Decimus Meridius, son of a murdered son, wife of a murdered wife, and I will exact my revenge in this life or in the next.
Oh wow, yeah. I think that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
The quote
we had-
you're going for?
We had a teacher in MSJ that would say that.
yeah. Oh,
Also, Maximum Decimus Meridius is a dope name.
yeah. That is.
Apparently he ad-libbed that because apparently it was just a bad line.
It was written
They're making
badly.
a second one. That's the crazy
I
part.
heard.
What?
I heard.
Hold on. What?
Yeah,
With
they
the-
made a second Braveheart too.
Okay, go back to Gladiator. They're making a second. Making a second Gladiator with who?
Yeah,
No idea.
Russell Crowe
Stop
But he's
it.
dead.
for now.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Comes back as
Yeah.
God. He's like Kratos, like God of War.
Oh my God. That's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
The question is his son really dead? rumors.
Ooh.
well, I mean, like they were both hanging.
they got he's got his, yeah, but you don't know what bodies those were.
You
Look,
don't know what's going on?
Look, I'll watch it because it's Ridley Scott, and when he does like historical movies, they're always on point. Like Gladiator and like Kingdom of Heaven, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. I want to see the new Gladiator. That's gonna be correct. When's it come out? 3 years, 4
I don't
years,
know.
5
I think they're
years,
filming it right now.
6
They've
years?
been filming it for a
Did,
while, I think.
did you guys see Oppenheimer?
No, I did
No, I
not.
did
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 not.
we
you?
talk about this last week?
No.
Yeah, I saw
No,
it.
I saw Barbie.
Ew.
Yeah.
No, are you saying I'm not enough?
So what happened in Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer is interesting. It's kind of weird, but it's good.
The atom bomb happened in the Oppenheimer.
It got my
Yeah,
guy in there, Peaky Blinders guy.
Yeah, it's got
Thomas
Cillian
Shelby.
Murphy in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thomas
Tommy
Shelby.
You know,
Shelby's in there.
28 days later himself.
28 days later himself.
What? That's man. I need a third movie from that. Too.
Dude, those were great zombie movies.
I've been waiting like a decade for that shit.
Dude, I remember it was just like, do you want to watch? What zombies would you rather face?
Walking
Dawn
Dead?
of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
Or 28 days later, and it was always like, I'll take the slow zombies. Those fast zombies were not cool as hell, dude.
Because I mean, like,
Dude, that opening scene when she's like running over the hill. And I'm like, what
oh, are you talking about like 28 weeks when he's like running away from his family and they're like coming down the hill and
he's like pushing the boat. He's pushing the boat. Oh my god.
Yeah, because
dude, that shit was. Oh my god.
That shit was wild.
You're just
that
like,
shit was
dude.
wild.
Dude.
That got your heart going immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like, you saw the wife is like sitting in the window, like, being taken. It was like,
She's
what the
like-
fuck is he gonna
she's
do?
like,
What is he gonna do?
And
There's
he's just
nothing he's
like-
going to do.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
There is nothing. I didn't. It was fucked up.
Yeah,
It was fucked up.
Yeah. That was such a great movie.
And like Cillian Murphy was good in 28 Days Later because he was just like at the end he was just like, I'm gonna kill all these soldiers.
Yeah. That was a great
It's
movie.
Cillian Murphy, not Cillian Murphy.
Whatever
Killian.
his fucking name is. I didn't watch Peaky Blinders.
It's Irish.
It's
He's
Thomas.
Irish.
It's
He's
Thomas
Irish.
Shelby.
Okay, whatever. It's
Thomas Shelby.
That's a fictional name.
No, it's not. I thought that's his
Well,
name.
yeah, I mean, that's his name in the show, which
That's-
would be fictional.
That's what I
Okay.
call him.
Can we go back? Cillian Murphy, right?
Correct.
How good was he as Scarecrow in Dark Knight?
He was great.
Dude, he was great.
I was
yeah.
about to say he was also in
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
He was
Great
Dark.
actor.
Dude, he put on those glasses and it was like Superman and Clark Kent. You couldn't tell the difference.
I had no idea who it was.
Yeah, Jordan didn't know who he was.
I
Neither.
didn't
was like,
realize
what?
that was the same guy.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the time we have left.
Yeah.
This is Jay signing off.
This is us.
And of course,
Oh man, yeah, Chris. Yeah, good luck, guys.
Be more.
good luck, guys.
Hey.
Thank you so much for watching.